Hello all of my subscribers, it's Melissa from the Turtle Nail Salon. Thanks for joining me today. If it's your first time visiting my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Today you are spending the week with me. Initially it started out as a spend the day video, but I ended up doing a few things this week, so I just thought I would let you guys tag along while I go about my business aside from doing my clients and filming content for my channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and to ring the bell, that way you'll be notified every time I post a video. Enjoy! Good morning everyone. As you can see, Louise and I are hanging out on the couch. We're gonna be getting our day started here. And I just kind of thought I would invite everyone along to hang out with me. I'm not a very exciting person. I'll just break your hearts right now, you know. Oh, yes. What? Oh, yes. Oh, you're my girl. Yeah, you're my girl? Yeah. I know, she's very hard to see because she blends into my scrub top. So, she's here, hanging out. Oh, yes, what? Oh, do you need some belly rubs? So for anyone who has any questions about what she's wearing, our trainer for her recommended that she wear a thunder shirt. She has a lot of excitement and she does like to bark like any other dog, which is fine when she's not working. But we do want to start curbing her barking, and this is probably one of the easiest ways to possibly do it. And then she's got some anxiety when people walk into the house and when they go to leave. As soon as they're sitting down on the couch or at my table and we're working, she's so lovable and she's just like, hi, I haven't seen you in a while. That's exactly how she is. So we're just gonna try this. She's doing really well with it, and it is designed so that she doesn't get hot. Yesterday was 30 degrees Celsius, and today it's supposed to be, I think, 31 or 32. So we'll be staying indoors most of the day today, except for doing her potty breaks. But we won't walk outside just because it'll burn her paws, and I haven't trained her to wear any shoes yet. So we'll just take things easy today. We might hook up the garden hose and hose her down a little bit later if we're hanging out outside. We'll see. We already drove Dad to work this morning. Hey, did we drive Dad to work? Yeah. And then we went and did some public access training. I don't film that just because I'm by myself usually when I do public access training, and I just want to focus on her and the task at hand. So yeah, we went to the Real Canadian Superstore. It's one of our huge chains across Canada. And I only needed tomatoes. And we went and found the tomatoes, put them in a bag. And then we went and found the cashier. I was trying to avoid the self-checkout just because sometimes she's perfectly fine, and other times if I need help at self-checkout and the person walks up, she gets scared and all she wants to do is protect, just because she's not used to people approaching yet, and that's gonna come with time. But all the other checkouts that were open had a lineup, so I went through self-checkout with Louise and my tomatoes, and I just told the girl, I said, sometimes she gets a little bit scared, so just ignore her as best you can. And she says, okay. And yeah, we made it through self-checkout, no problem. And then we went out back to the car, found where it was parked. That's usually our little activity. Yeah, we make a little activity trying to find the car and crossing the street. I tell her to check for traffic, then she looks right and left. It's super duper cute. But yeah, we got home, and the rest you'll see in the video how my morning started. My day always starts off with, once I get up, I take my shower and take Louise to the bathroom. Then once I'm showered, I just do my tidy. I had a little bit more tidying to do this morning. We had been sitting outside, so I put our chairs away. And as you can see, Louise is watching ever so intently, making sure, I'm okay and I do it right. Then I just move everything off the floor so I can do my sweeping. Here, Louise wanted to give me a hug. And then I come in with my Norwex mop. I have the large version of this mop. I really like it. I vacuum it after every time I'm done using the mop. It works so well. Just putting my laundry hamper back and my hair and makeup case, and then working into the kitchen. Now we're into the hallway, and you can see I have moved my pedicure items to the end there and onto the bathroom. The bathroom gets cleaned every single day. I always do the countertops, and I make sure the toilet doesn't have any dog hair on it and that it's clean, and of course the floors. On this day, I scrubbed the toilet. It was looking a little dirty, so I just wanted to get on top of it and take care of that. Then obviously I cleaned the mirror. It usually is pretty clean, but sometimes, we get water on it. And then I moved on to the bedroom. Again, I don't make the bed every day, but it was kind of coming off with the bottom sheet there, so Louise was being ever so helpful with making the bed that day. Then I'm just putting our weighted blankets back. And just so you guys know, that is my tank top that you can see, not my underwear. I did want to make that clear. And then I'm just putting everything back. Cleaning off the tabletop. I usually clean it after every client, but if I haven't worked for a few days, I just give it a good wipe down anyways, because there's always dust. And then Louise said, "Mom, I gotta go to the bathroom." So what I'm doing here is making sure that she sits and stays still until her leash is attached. And it turned out to be fake news. She did not have to go to the bathroom. There we go, she's doing good. And then I caught her moving. So I made her sit and then go into the downstay position. Clean my shoes off. And now it's time to clean my implements. I have 3 sets of working implements, one that I'll be using, one that is already clean, and one that's disinfecting. So this day I just washed all 3 of them at the same time and put them all in for disinfection. I use the Excel CS20, and it actually sterilizes my equipment. Then I'm just grabbing my client's envelope. Everybody has their own envelope with their own file and cuticle stick, buffer, and scrub brush. And then we moved into the kitchen. So now it's time for me to clean the kitchen, the counters, do all of my, I always call it my wifey things, as this is something I also do every single day. I don't like to have a messy or dirty, disorganized kitchen. So this is normally what I start with in the kitchen, is making sure that the sink is empty. And when we do put the dishes in, we do rinse them ahead of time. Just because this dishwasher is older, it's probably at least 10 to 15 years old. We moved into our unit in 2009, and we do currently rent it. So we do try and just take as good of a care as possible of the place. Cleaned out the toaster because that was full of crumbs. And there's Louise. You can just see her in the bottom there supervising. Everything that's left in the sink there are my husband's specialty cups. so they cannot go in the dishwasher. So I just set them aside, and when he gets the time, he washes them. Then I took my medication because I forgot to take it earlier that morning. And now it's time for me to make my breakfast. My breakfast has not changed since the last video. I still make toast. I have tomato on it, I have 2 eggs, and I have a serving of fruit. I realized how dirty the stovetop was, which is almost a daily thing, but I just clean it up before I cook. Little fleck on my plate from the dishwasher. Washed my tomato that we had got at the grocery store that morning. Actually, I think I washed both tomatoes. Might as well yeah, I did wash both tomatoes. Then one had fallen out of the bag because the bag broke at the grocery store. So I chose to use that one that day. That way it didn't, get bruised or kind of gross. And I grabbed, this sounds totally weird, but I have a favorite knife for cutting in the kitchen. It's serrated, the blade is completely straight. We have another serrated knife, but the blade is kind of like crooked or curved, and I can never cut straight with it. So yeah, I literally have a favorite knife for the kitchen. And time to cook my eggs. And then I said to Louise, hey, do you want some banana? And just so you guys know, I did wash my hands after handling the eggs, but I cut that out because you couldn't see me in the clip. And I thought I got this in video, but I was giving Louise a banana and I was making her work for it. I made her spin to the right and spin to the left. And then I made her sit and then go into a down and then sit. Those are called puppy push-ups. And I kept doing that, and then I gave her reward. We try to not just give her food freely. We always try and make her work for it as much as possible. I didn't realize that my one pant leg was actually tucked up under. It was literally like that all day long. And then I went and had my breakfast. And after that, I was setting up for my second client. I'm doing a lay down pedicure. Louise isn't quite used to the table yet, so she's a little bit skittish around it. And then just grabbing the pillows and the blanket. I always have a blanket underneath my bed sheet just for comfort, and the table can be like a little bit cool feeling with the vinyl on it. I use 4 pillows just to prop my clients up. Some of them choose to lay down for their entire service, and some clients just sit up for their service. It just depends what they want to do. And then, of course, I clean the bowl again because I always worry that stuff isn't clean, even though I know I've cleaned it. But yeah, give it a good cleaning. I set up my vent, and this particular client does not get shellac. She gets Vinylux on her toes. So I just left my lamp on the couch. Then I grabbed my chair that I'm going to sit on while I'm working. And then I set up the implements that I need, grabbed gloves, sounding band, lotion Kleenex to separate the toes with, my e-file, and then her envelope with her file, cuticle stick, buffer in it. Right, so I am done my clients for the day. I wasn't able to film any of the work I was doing with my clients because my phone battery was getting low, so I charged it in the meantime. I just finished a pedicure that you saw me set up for, so I'm going to take down all the pedicure equipment that I use and do some cleanup. We have a severe thunderstorm coming in. I'll see if I can get a snapshot picture for you guys and insert that at some point in this video. And Miss Louise is kind of walking around. She's pacing a little bit. I think she knows that there is something coming. Louise, do you want to come say hi to the people? Come on. Come say hi. Say hi. There. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi. 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 Oh, did we have a good day? Hey, did we have a good day? You let everybody in the house just like you were supposed to. Hey? Yeah. And you gave everybody lots of hugs. Hey? Yeah. And we're going to test out your thunder jacket and our thunder shirt and see how well it works for storms. This will be the first storm that you've worn it for. Yeah. Okay. Well, should we say, let's go clean up? Yeah? Do you want to go clean up? No, you want to cuddle? You want to cuddle? Eh? Hi. 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 Oh. Hey? You wants to wrestle? You wants to wrestle? What? All right. I'm gonna go clean up. Then we'll probably see you at the end of the video. See? What do you think? What do you think? Look up. 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 No? You still want to look in the camera? That's okay. Let's see if Mom can bring the camera to you. Oh, aren't you beautiful? Aren't you beautiful? Hey? Yeah? Okay, you're done with the camera. That's fine. And those are the storm clouds. It ended up not storming too bad where we were, but some places got it really bad. So now I'm just done my client's service and just taking everything down to put in the laundry. Our regulations here with the pandemic are anything that my client touches, I need to wash and or disinfect. So because I have that protective layer on that soft blanket, I don't wash it every single pedicure. Cleaning off the stool because they walked on it barefoot, which I totally expect my clients to do. More cleaning, disinfecting. I vacuumed the vent up to get rid of any of the dust that occurred while I was working. And it was really hot that day, so I had the fan there so that I wouldn't overheat while I was working. Then I put my light away and I moved the fan back to where it normally is. Finished cleaning. I am going to sit here for probably a little bit longer and do some editing from some previous videos that I had filmed yesterday. Oh, bless you, my dear. Louise likes to sneeze. She's got this thing about sneezing. Hey? Hey? You sneeze, monkey? Yeah? Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm working on some editing. Oh, Louise, get over here. Come sit with Mom. Come here. Come on. Good girl. And my order from Can West have arrived. So Louise takes care of identity theft protection and literally destroys the box and the label. She loves doing that. And then we left to go pick up my husband from work. This is not the route I normally take, but we have construction going on, so this is the one I had to take this day. And you can see it's wet outside, the sky is gray. And then I ended up pulling up to a 3-car collision that had just occurred. So I got out to make sure everyone was okay. And then once it was all done with, kept on driving. I did change the coloring of the clips just to really try and provide as much privacy as possible. You really couldn't see anything the way I was parked. And then I had phoned my husband to let him know that I was going to be delayed getting downtown. I was on scene for probably 10 or 15 minutes, and he was surprised I had stopped because I actually had not done that in a long time, just because you never know, but this was an obvious accident, which was why I did end up stopping. And that is Mosaic Stadium that we haven't been able to use for almost 2 years now. They're hoping to use it for 2021, but we'll see what happens with all of our restrictions. And we are approaching downtown. And there we are, waiting for my hubby now. And now we are just headed home. I am trying to take an alternate route because I wasn't sure if the cleanup from the accident was done yet. And there we are, home. And then my husband decided, I think this is actually the next day, he wanted to go out for a drive, so Louise and I hopped in with him and we just drove around. And then we stopped at Norman View Mall. He had decided that he wanted to get a sandwich at Mr. Sub, so we took care of business there. And then I forgot to record on the way home, but we had to go out again. And on the way, Mark had stopped at the convenience store to grab, I think he grabbed a drink. And then we went back home. And this is Thursday. I had to go and pick up my sister. She was getting the tires changed on her vehicle. So she had already dropped it off, as well as her son at school, and was waiting for me at Canadian Tire. And here we are arriving at Canadian Tire.
Oh, look who's coming! Look who's coming! Yeah, so I kind of figured this would happen. Hi! Hi! I know! It's nice to see you too. Thank you.
And then I had asked her if she was in a hurry to get back home. She's working from home, and she had asked like what I wanted to do, and I just wanted to go take Louise to doggy daycare because that day my client is not a fan of dogs and I had a double service. So I didn't really want to kennel Louise for 3 hours straight while I was working. So I took her to doggy daycare at Fella and Fetch. And I was committed to the intersection, so I went to advance. This black car went to go through. He stopped, obviously, thank goodness for that. There we go. And now I am taking my sister home so she can get to work. And there we go, she is dropped off. And I am heading home now. And I am done work now, so I went to pick up my husband downtown again. You guys are familiar with this route, so I will just fast forward through this. And our infamous parking spot again. Now we're going to get Louise from doggy daycare.
Good girl! Wow! Let's put your seatbelt on! My goodness, honey! My goodness!
Were you,
Hey, go say hi!
were you excited to be at daycare? I forgot my keys on my desk.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do we have to go back like right now, or can we
No.
go get the groceries?
We'll go get the groceries.
Okay.
First. How did she do?
Oh, they said really good. And now we are heading to the East End, to the Real Canadian Superstore. We do have one in the North End where we live, but I've had bad luck with my orders there. They either forget items or they give us the wrong item, and the East location is pretty much bang on every time we order. So we just go for the drive out to the East End and grab our groceries through Click and Collect, and it's so easy. So they have designated parking for us when we pick up our groceries, and then there's a phone number that you call. You tell them that you're here to pick up an order, who you are, what stall you're in, and they literally just put your groceries in your trunk. It's so fantastic. And then we were headed back downtown to grab my hubby's keys. And then after that, we just headed home. So now it's Friday and I am doing the vacuuming. Louise is ever so carefully watching me. She loves it when I vacuum. It's like a big game to her. She's not playing too much with the power nozzle today though. Then I did my husband's work from home office and technically the other half, which we're allowed to sit in. I don't go in here a lot though, just because he's got so much stuff, and I don't really need to be in here because I've got the iPad and my laptop and my MacBook that I can watch movies and TVs on, or movies and TV. I didn't realize I must have washed a load with some Kleenex because there's Kleenex on my scrub top. And then we're just doing the cat's room. I don't pull it apart all the time when I vacuum, but today I'm like, okay, it needs to be really done because there was litter everywhere. So we have her litter box up high because Louise likes to eat her litter. So yeah, I just don't want her eating it because it'll give her diarrhea and it's just gross. It's not bad for them because I was worried and talked to the vet and she says no, it's just gross. And there's all the kitty toys. Then I had decided to wash the blanket that the cat normally hangs out on. So that went in the wash. And then I finished vacuuming. That was pretty much it for what I was doing. That big cardboard is a painting that my brother-in-law did for my husband of the Stepler family crest. We just need to get it framed and hung up. All right, so that is the end of the video. This ended up being spent a few days with me because, like I said, I'm just not an exciting person. But you got to see a couple things where I go for groceries and picking up my sister and getting Louise at doggy daycare. So yeah, that's kind of what I did this week. Bye. Okay. Should I clean your eyes? Yeah. You don't want to be dirty. Not for the video. No. Yeah? Is my breath all clean? Yeah. Should we say good morning to everybody? Can you see? Yeah. Oh, he said thank you. Yes, thank you. Good morning. Oh, hi. Oh, hello. Hi. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and to ring the bell. That way you'll be... Mark, go away. You're going to end up in my bloopers. Okay, really? Go away. Or you can sit here while I film it. Hey, there's my husband. Oh, and the dog was like, too close to mom. Hey? What was that? What was that?
Oh my goodness, girl. Okay, go with Dad. Come here. Come be in the video.